I think that, well, being involved with the early days of both Behance and Pinterest, and also a lot of other sites that are in the defined, in part of this visual web. Um, the one thing that I'm most excited about and thinking about, and I think that I've thought a lot about with also seeing Pinterest and Behance develop over the years, is just the importance of attribution online. And it used to be the case that images that were created by photographers and illustrators and designers, these great pieces of work would be put up and showcased, they would just pop up on sites all over the web without any really direct link for where they came from. And and at first, when the web was more of a novelty, it was like, oh, cool, this stuff just circulates, and creatives whose work would suddenly show up in places, they might be like, oh, well, it shows up there, and maybe people are seeing my work who wouldn't be able to see it, and that's great. But really now, a lot of our careers as creative people certainly are dependent upon people knowing who did the work that they see, and knowing that we did it, and being driven back to us. When a user's images on Behance show up on sites like Found and Tumblr and others, oftentimes there's no direct attribution, and if there is a name, there's no link, and certainly the image doesn't link through. And compare that to Pinterest, where every time you click on any image, it takes you to the source. And in Behance's case, you land on the person's project in their portfolio, and the number of views and appreciations that someone accrues in their projects on Behance determines how high they show in the search results when people are coming to Behance to hire talent. And so this form of this attribution is a form of lead generation, and actually helps increase the likelihood of career opportunity. And so I think that attribution is one of the new core tenets of the web. And I think some sites have really figured out and capitalized on it. And other sites, their attitude is, we want to have images in, and we want to sort of reduce the bounce rate, increase time on site, and increase page views per visit. And so we want to keep everyone on our site and not push them to the source of this great creative work. So I am, obviously I stand on one side of that. I'm really for creatives getting direct attribution for their work, and always driving back to the source of their work where they can get opportunity and get hired or sell their wares.